War. War never changes. Since the dawn of humankind, our ancestors have found ways to communicate with one another. What started as simple grunts turned to words, then phrases, then whole ideas. But today, we're going to dive into the art of a good story. You've heard the story of humanity's rise, prosperity, decadence, and then fall from the Fallout franchise. But today, we're here to tell you a story that we guarantee you've never heard before. Welcome to Atomic Tabletop. So welcome back, everybody, to Atomic Tabletop. This is our 5th episode. How's everybody doing this fine afternoon?
Glory, Adam.
Pretty good.
Enjoying
Yes.
a nice, relaxing day.
Oh, who is that? We have a new voice in the chat. So this week we are playing with one of our very generous Patreon subscribers. This is the Friendly Companion Cube. You hear about him at the end of every episode. Cube, how are you feeling today?
I'm doing fantastic. How about you guys?
I'm doing wonderful.
Excelente.
You good?
Yeah.
So, if just a quick programming note before we hop right into it, if you want to be eligible to join us for Atomic Tabletop, we invite our $10 tier Patreon donors on a rotating basis to join in and have some good Fallout D&D fun. So, without further ado, let's hop right into it. Do you guys want a little last time on?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Last time on Atomic Tabletop, you guys made your way to Tenpenny Tower and the surrounding settlement that is involved with that. So that is made up of the Yard, the Proper, and Tenpenny Tower itself. All of you got admission to the Yard, and Kyle, Dr. Steinman, got admission to the Proper because of his status as a doctor. After a while, you ended up getting temporary admission for the rest of the party to discuss with Mr. Burke what his plans are for Megaton. You also met a kind cast of characters. You met the beautiful gatehouse lady that smokes a pack a day and has like 7-inch nails, and she's definitely from like South Jersey. You met Rodney. He was a thief that tried to steal Ron Goulman's wallet in the Yard, and eventually you recruited him to start making forgeries of passports to get into the Proper. Is there any other reminders that you think you're needing?
So, I just want to confirm, and then you said that, we sent them to make the, copies of the cards to get into the Proper, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Yeah, I just wanted to confirm.
Yeah, Rodney and Nurse Shelley, our lovable robot sidekick, sent them.
He's real funny.
Yep, you sent them to a warehouse just north of Tenpenny to get some supplies to start forgeries.
Word.
Also, Ron Goulman seeded their business, so like that's kind of cool.
I do my best.
All right. So we enter in scene. You are in the Yard, and you are just finishing your discussions about the forgeries. Rodney and Nurse Shelley left about an hour ago, and you were just kind of tidying up. What are y'all doing?
I, my friend, am reading.
Where are we again? I'm sorry.
The Yard.
Doctor,
Yes.
what are we gonna do?
Well, if this plan is in motion, I would like to maybe set up shop somewhere.
Set up? No. Hold on. Set up shop for what?
Well, I am a doctor after all. Maybe send out some free medical examinations, and maybe we have a front. as well for your business.
That's a fantastic idea, but I'm talking about the fucking bomb.
Oh.
Gentle reminder, Burke gave you until noon tomorrow to return to the restaurant Bone Apple Teeth and accept or decline his offer.
So what do we? That's why
If
I
we
want to.
don't do it, somebody else will.
You're right.
And I won't know until I look at this bomb and maybe figure out a way to disarm it or trick them or something.
You want to disarm it or trick them.
At least, yeah.
So wait, do we have the device to attach to it or no?
All of it is in that kit that is being handled by Burke right now. Remember, if you scroll up, you see that like Pelican case. It looks like that.
Yeah. All right. So, do we use it as leverage? What? I just want to get a plan so we can do other things and then meet with him and then do that plan.
I'm not too certain.
Because if we take the device and is there a tracking device on the device?
I believe they said there is a way to detect the signal of it.
Because just an idea. They want to give us 35,000 caps, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if they can tell when the bomb has been attached to the bomb, why would they not just blow it up the second it gets attached? They don't have to pay us that money then.
I see.
You know what I mean?
And knowing that it's Miss King that's in charge, and I'm pretty sure that word got to her about you and us.
Oh, she knows we're here. She's absolutely positive that we're here.
There's nothing stopping her in killing us.
Yeah. So I'm not saying we don't do it, but I'm saying we should take it easy.
Mm-hmm. I think the first step is taking a look at the bomb.
Do we know any explosive experts?
I'm not. Technology, but explosives, I have no idea.
He didn't give us a time frame, did he?
I don't believe so. He only gave us time frame for the deal.
I say we take it. We take the bomb. But I'm also kind of skeptical on if we should take it or not. I think...
If we take it and we stay here for a couple days before we travel out, maybe come up with an excuse of we have to supply up and stuff like that before we head out, I don't think they'll set off this explosion in their own area.
You're right. And how much money did he say we're gonna get out of this?
35,
I mean,
right?
Did we get like an upfront number? Like we're gonna get X amount upfront?
You would be allowed to stock up to 25% of your total, what the total earning would have been.
For our supplies for the trip.
Yeah. So you basically get 25% up front.
That fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Because what I'm thinking, Doc, is if you want to build a little shelter here, we can do that. We can live here and use that money and start it here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just afraid. I'm afraid they're gonna... I want to talk to him and see what happens if we decline.
Yeah,
If we decline, what's gonna stop him from shooting us point blank?
exactly.
Even if we leave here, how do we know he doesn't have... There's guys walking around with guns all over. How do we know they're not gonna take a pop shot and just go for it? I'm thinking... You wanna know what I'm thinking?
Go ahead, sir.
I'm thinking... You're not gonna like this. If you could program Nurse Shelley to attach it to herself, and we have Nurse Shelley walk... We have her walk, say, like, 500 yards away from us. And then she attaches it to herself. And then we wait, like, 2 days. And if it goes off, then we say you ruined our plan. and we make them the bad guys.
Hmm.
There's an old story. There's a story from the old world. That's what it's called in the Fallout universe, right?
Before the bombs drop, the old world, whatever works.
Alright. No. There's a they use it all the time in New Vegas.
Pre-war.
I think it's Old World because it's Old World Blues. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut that out so I don't sound like an idiot. There's a story from the old world where these people try to invade a city, so they had a giant horse made out of wood, and they accepted it as a gift, right?
Mm.
And then in the middle of the night when everyone's sleeping, everybody jumped out of the horse. This is like so imagine a giant Gidea Buttercup, but like 4 or 5 stories. Imagine like the size of a house, if not a little bigger. But a horse, but a big Gidea Buttercup. And then out of its ass came out a bunch of soldiers and they destroyed a town. Just do that with Nurse Shelley. You can put in Nurse Shelley's program and get her 1,500 feet away from us. And then she attaches the bomb to herself, wait 2 days and see if it goes off. If not, we can always keep her at an arm's distance and then put her in Megaton.
Well, I think we
Or
should
around
think about it
Megaton.
first.
Absolutely.
We could decide from there.
Mr. Ghoulman,
Yes? Yes?
you gave me an idea with that horse thing, and I know this might not go with what you want, but I personally don't like this tower, or these people,
Mm-hmm.
or the hierarchy, and I like your horse idea, except what if we brought a horse here to the tower, and we said that it was people of Megaton that we took for slaves, but really, it's the bomb. And we bring the bomb, and we threaten to blow them all up.
Wait, run that by me one more time.
So, your idea about the horse.
Yes.
We go to Megaton,
Uh-huh.
we find a way to get the bomb, and we take some people from Megaton and say that we come back to Tenpenny Tower with your horse, or maybe, I don't know, but something to cover, like a box, a big moving box, and instead of slaves, people from Megaton, because that's what we would tell them that we have, are slaves to work for them from Megaton, but really, it's the bomb. And how maybe we bring a couple resistance fighters from Megaton there.
So
It's
you
just
wanna
that, Mr.
get-
Ghoulman, I don't like this place. And I believe
No, I-
Adam doesn't like it either.
I understand what you're saying. The bottom line is we need leverage. Do you
A
understand what I'm
bomb in their
saying?
backyard might be good leverage.
I agree with you. But what I'm saying is we have to then go to Megaton. I like this idea, but we have to then go to Megaton. While we're in Megaton, we have to explain them this plan, and then if they're on board with this plan, they'll come with us. So they have to pretend to be slaves. I don't have slave collars. I don't know what way to deactivate a slave collar without blowing it up. And then we have to take people. We have to make a cart of some sort and put the bomb on it. And I don't know how stable the bomb is. And then
Not
move it.
very. Unless I deactivate it and maybe somehow we plant this bomb into that bomb. Do what they say, but the bomb's already deactivated.
Hmm.
Mm,
It's just going to be a hard trouble moving a unstable atomic missile
yeah.
pretty far.
So, did you guys end up deciding on something?
No, we're in a rock and a hard space.
I think we need to see the bomb first.
So, at the very least, you guys are going to go back to Burke tomorrow and say, yes, we will accept your deal.
I want to talk to him. I'm not saying I'm accepting yes or no.
Okay.
I want to speak to him again.
So, what would you guys like to do right now?
Could we it sounds like we're decided that we're undecided. So like, should we just go as a group and speak with Burke, and like, because like it sounds like we're not sure about like bringing the charge to the bomb. They might blow it up with us there, so we need to discuss that with them. I think.
I don't think we should mention that. I think they
You don't
already
think
know.
so?
We shouldn't leave on that we know that they know.
Wait, what do we know that they know?
That they probably know we are here and that
Oh,
we know
yeah.
they might blow us up.
Play stupid.
And I think we also should get information of our time frame. I don't think that was mentioned how long we have to plant the bomb. I think that we should also ask that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we talked about that. All right, let's wait. If you guys want to do anything, you go do something. I'm pretty much gonna hang out until tomorrow.
Well,
That's me.
I guess there's not really much for me to do but pray and go to bed. So
I mean, if you guys want to, I'm gonna go look for an empty building of sorts and maybe set up shop.
I'll help him.
Okay. So you spend some time looking around the yard and finding a spot to set up shop, and there's a like collapsed in like canvas tent that someone like strapped boards to try to make a permanent structure. Didn't seem to have worked out, but you find a spot. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
I want to take a piece of board and write clinic on it, and then like try to hang it up or put it somewhere in front of it.
Yep, you successfully do that.
Okay.
Cube.
Yes.
I've got two scenarios for you. Would you like to A, meet these folks here at the clinic, or would you like to meet them in a spicier way?
I'll go with the spicy option.
Okay. So, Dr. Steinman, you get two patients throughout the day, and it's all just like cuts and bruises. It's like nothing particular, like nothing serious. You literally just like slap a band-aid on as they get going.
Okay.
Do you charge?
Nope.
Okay. In that case, we're going to have a long rest. You guys sleep through the night. You find a spot at one of the housing options. It's just like a big old like house with like cots in it. And you wake up, and it is the morning time. We'll say it is 9-ish a.m. Would you like to do anything before you embark to your negotiations?
Cigarettes don't give you karma boosts, right? Or not karma boost, charisma boost, right?
In
Or
certain
no.
circumstances, they do.
Yeah.
Not all circumstances. Do you want to go out for some milk and a pack of cigarettes?
Yeah. I'm gonna go out for some cigarettes. I don't know if I'll ever be back.
Cool. So you go to...
So just remember, in a few years when you're thinking about it, I left because it's your fault. Yeah, how much for a pack?
Hold up a sec.
If you could just like speed run me through buying shit, because I hate shopping.
Yeah, I know. Call it caps.
All right, 11 plus 1 caps.
Fuck. 11 plus 1 caps.
Waiting for the soundboard effect.
Oh, I don't have my soundboard right now.
Whoa, Kyle. It's a Christian show. All right. That's all I want to do.
Justin Chandler show.
Ha 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 ha.
All right, so you grab cigarettes and you head on out. So you get to the checkpoint. Is anyone else except you going?
I'm gonna go with.
I
I
thought-
also know, so
I was gonna say, could we all go?
I thought this was a team building exercise.
Yeah, sure, you can. So you get to the checkpoint, and there's there are the guards there. It's very reminiscent of the New Vegas checkpoint. And they
Okay.
say, Identification, please. So you give your temporary card. Stein flashes his card, but Gabriel, you only have a brown card. What would you like to do?
So like, there's like, I'm assuming like a person who like checks the thing.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I have a different card, but I belong with these folks and I have business that's very important.
Do you have a name?
Gabriel.
All right, let me go check. So he goes over to like a little area over on the side where there's some other guys like chilling and just talking while holding their guns menacingly. And he asks one of them a question, and one of them like shakes their head and like points to a list, and he comes back over and says, "You've been granted temporary access. Proceed through."
Thank you.
So you enter the proper, and Gabriel, it's the first time you've been here. It's freaking nice in here.
Ooh.
Everything is clean, and it doesn't smell like shit. It's like a nice little neighborhood in here.
I want to look over to the group and kind of like whisper in, and I will say, "See, they know that we're here.
So what was that?
They know that we're here."
Yeah.
Yeah, like some people, like, you get some glances from people walking around.
They knew your name, Gabriel, and I don't think we ever introduced you or you were brought around.
Idea?
Hmm.
How do we know Mrs. King isn't going to be at the diner when we get there?
Did you say no one really seen her? Like she doesn't come out?
Well, we saw her.
That's true.
She put a gun to me.
So Gabriel.
Yeah.
So are you gonna head to Bone Apple Teeth?
What time is it?
It's 10:30, almost 11.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Wait, what day of the week is it?
doesn't matter.
Is the sun... Yeah, no, it does matter.
We'll say it's a Thursday.
Alright, I doubt they have any brunch specials for Thursday.
Do you want a brunch special? I'll make it Sunday.
No. I just haven't had a good daiquiri in over 200 years. But
All right,
No,
so you...
I was fucking with you.
All right. So you head over to the restaurant, and it's this fancy schmancy place. And Ron, you recognize it. Dr. Simon, you recognize it. As you walk in, there is no one else in the restaurant.
Like, no one's even working there?
Yeah, there's no one. There's just the lights are on, and at a table in the center of the restaurant, there is a table with two people sitting at it.
Do we recognize these two people?
You recognize Mr. Burke.
I just look at you.
I'm going to sit at an adjacent table.
At an adjacent table.
At an adjacent table with my back towards him.
Okay, I see. We're doing this like spy movie style.
No, I'm not gonna be like, all right, look, see, I gotta go to the fucking park and nah. I am going to go to a table near him, sit with my back facing towards him. There's not even like a waitress.
No, and like the music isn't even playing. There was a radio on last time.
I am going to sit down, and I'm not saying like the entire other side. I'm saying like a few tables away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna sit down, and I'm going to relax there, and I'm gonna give a motion to the group to say like, follow my lead. You can take that
how Gabriel and I kind of shrug, and I just follow Ron.
All right. And I'm gonna go.
I follow Ron as well.
And I'm gonna go sit at this table. And I'm just gonna sit down.
All right, they all of you sit down. A17. You see three people just entered the building. You see a ghoul in a fancy suit. It's pretty fancy. It's like, I don't know, like a 15 or 16 out of 20. You see a doctor in a long lab coat and a man in rags with a straggly black hair who looks like some kind of a monk. And you're sitting at a table with your coworker, Mr. Burke. Is there anything you'd like to do?
So I'm assuming I'm working for Mr. Burke, correct?
That arrangement can be as permanent as you want. It could be like you've been working with him forever, or you're literally just a hired merc. You get to choose the level of investment in here.
Okay. I'll play it as if I'm a hired merc then, and so I'll lean over to Mr. Burke and whisper into his ear that the party has arrived.
Yeah, no shit. Hey, what do I smell bad? Come sit over here.
I'm going to continue my conversation with Dr. Stein. So as I was saying, we're all there. I've got my pants on. Some people have theirs on. And all the hot buttered corn is gone.
You hear a slam at the table and he stands up. If we're going to make a deal, let's get it done quick. I have better things to do today.
What time is it?
It's just about noon.
What time is it exactly?
It is 11:56.
I'm going to pull back my sleeve and check my watch. And I'm going to say, "Excuse me, sir. My associates and I are having a little bit of a conversation before I have my meeting with you. Now, if I remember correctly, you did say we were meeting tomorrow at noon. And according to my watch, what did you say, 56?
Mm-hmm.
I still have 4 minutes until my business with you is to be conducted. So if you could please let me and my associates have our moment together." And I'm going to turn back around, take out my comb my hair quick, and go back to the conversation I was having.
Okay.
For the next 3 minutes, and then I will go join him.
Okay. That was a pretty fucking ballsy power move. So you guys convene. What would you like to say?
I'm going to stand up. I'm going to shake the doctor's hand, shake Gabriel's hand, tell them it's a pleasure to be working with both you fine, strapping young lads. And I'm going to turn around, and I'm going to walk over to the table with Burke and his associate, and I'm going to pull a chair out and go, "Is this seat taken?"
Not at all. Sit.
And then I'm going to sit down. I'm going to take out a pack of cigarettes and offer him one.
He obliges. He takes one.
To his buddy.
I decline.
He takes a Zippo lighter out of his breast pocket, lights it, and then offers to light yours.
Thank you. So, you want to get down to brass tacks, or you want to talk about the kids and the wife?
Brass tacks. Are you taking the job or not?
What happens if we decline?
You walk out of here not a cap richer. And you're also thrown out of the proper. You are not meant to be here.
How can I ensure the safety of my associates and myself if I were to decline? Let's talk in hypotheticals. Let's talk abstractly for a little bit if we can.
How do I ensure your safety? Well, I didn't bring an army.
You didn't, but we're inside the walls of a heavily fortified area. You've told me a part of your recipe to your award-winning pie here. And I would wager to bet you wouldn't be too keen on somebody getting out into the wastes, knowing that there's somebody plotting against what could be the next biggest settlement here in DC. So, how do I know if I say no, I'm not going to be shot in the back of the head and left in some shallow grave somewhere along the Potomac?
Are you trying to extort me, Mr. Ghoulman?
How do I know if I say no, I'm not going to be shot in the back of the head and left in some shallow grave somewhere along the Potomac?
Are you trying to extort me, Mr. Ghoulman?
No, if the word extortion means understand my situation better, then yes. But I'm not trying to take you for any more or any less than you've already offered.
If I
I'm running
didn't... Allow me.
You can go on.
If I didn't think you and your company were trustworthy enough to deal with this information, you would not have made it past the front gate. With all due respect.
So your plan is you want me to
Appreciate
go.
your respect.
Sorry?
I just mentioned that we appreciate his respect.
No,
and
we do.
trust.
Thank you, Gabriel. My concern is you're offering a hefty purse as a reward for what you want us to do. And it's appreciated. It's much obliged. The number one problem I have is it's almost an astronomical amount of money.
It's an astronomically important situation to my employer.
How come we don't get to speak with the... How come we don't get to sit down and meet with the woman who's signing my check? Metaphorically speaking.
Lady Tenpenny has other business to attend to.
What does Lady Tenpenny get up to in her spare time?
It's none of my business, sir.
None of your business.
None of your business also.
Why Megaton?
I don't ask the questions. I'm just doing what I'm told and doing what I do best.
So you're a lapdog.
I'm not a lapdog. I'm a trusted advisor. And he seems
So-
like definitely pissed off at the idea that he doesn't have agency in his situation.
Good.
Okay. That's visible?
Yeah, like his
Okay,
his
good.
brow furrows and like, you know how like when you get mad your nose like shrivels?
Yeah.
Like
like
no.
my face when I'm just sitting still thinking
Yeah.
about nothing.
Yes, yes.
See that? See that?
And I'm gonna point at him and I'm gonna kind of like smirk and like give a snide grin.
See that? That feeling. That's the feeling that I will never not be running from. So, here's the deal. I want to see this device, this thing you're giving me, because as far as I see it, I'm your boss in this situation. You have zero power. Anybody that had any sort of agency, any sort of authority in a situation like this would have not taken from a subordinate to go sit at the other side of this restaurant and wait. Like you said, Mr. Burke, you're a very busy, very important man. But you know who else is a very busy and very important man? Ron fucking Ghoulman. And I don't fucking wait for nobody. So I want you to understand who's working for who at this point in time.
He's you can see he's fucking pissed off right now.
Yeah.
Ace, put up the case. And Cube, you are motioned to. Right now the bomb case is in your possession.
I want to Pulp Fiction it open.
Okay.
What do I see?
You see a like circular kind of like disc shaped device. It looks kind of like the floor mines.
Okay.
Although they're like kind of a dark like aluminum color, and there's some electronics that to kind of there's like sticking out the sides as if it has been modified. There's also a small hand device that has a couple of lights on it.
Doc, would you take a look?
Yes, I'll head over and then take a inspect it.
I'm gonna slide the box over to him, and I'm gonna completely direct my attention to Mr. Burke's friend here. Ace, was it?
My name's A17, but Mr. Burke doesn't care to remember it as such.
I want to extend my hand and to shake your hand, sir.
I reach my hand out and give a firm shake as well.
How did you and Mr. Burke get acquainted?
I run scavenging runs for the tower here. It's not my preferred profession, but it keeps the lights on and keeps food in my belly. And Mr. Burke was a little bit worried when your party was coming today, so he hired me on as an extra set of hands for today.
I see. Can I ask you another question?
Go ahead.
Do you live within the... Do you have a residency here within Tenpenny Estates?
I do not. I rent a place when I'm visiting.
I see. So you don't have a real connection to Tenpenny or the estates?
Only as strong as connection as the caps flowing to me.
I see. And have the caps been reliable? Have they been plentiful? Are you satisfied with your work and the reciprocating end of your freelance employer, if you will?
Burke kind of darts a look over at you as if to like behave.
To me?
No, over to
to him.
to
Okay,
A17. Yeah.
I apologize, Mr. Goulman. I seem to have overstepped my bounds, so I'm going to have to hold my tongue for now.
I've invited Ace here to accompany you on the mission, should you accept, just to be sure that all of our assets are properly handled.
Now, if we spoke earlier, Mr. Burke, I remember you saying you have a way of knowing that the device is connected in some manner. Correct?
Correct.
Right. Okay. Do we have a time limit
There's no...
on the job?
The job is expected to be completed within 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Now, is that 2 weeks' time, 14 business days? There's a holiday coming up soon, and it is union rule that we do get at least one of the days off. I do run a very tight
If
ship,
Megaton
Mr. Burke.
still stands by the end of the month, you have failed your job.
So is that 2 months, or I'm sorry, 2 weeks of getting there, applying it, and coming back?
It should be a simple installation, should it not be? And he looks over at the doctor.
Can I make a check to see if everything's in order with the phone, like how it works?
Sure. Give me an electronics, or what is it? It's science. Either science or explosive, Kyle. Whatever ones you have better at.
Science. I have a +7.
That's what I figured.
Wait,
Yeah, everything looks gravy.
can I tell from how it's set up how it's how it works? Almost like there's a remote with it.
So the remote is not necessarily a remote because there are no buttons. There's just a switch for on and off. That is a proximity detector. As you bring it closer to the device, it kind of peaks into the red, and then the further you bring it away, it goes yellow and then green. It's kind of like a safe zone detector.
Gotcha.
So immediately as you flip the switch on, it jumps all the way up to red.
It looks good, Ron.
Now, Mr. Burke, we're gonna need to get some supplies. We're gonna have to get some things together. And I'll be completely honest with you. I don't have the problem with working overtime, but if the union finds out and we work through a holiday...
Cut the shit, Ghoulman. We'll give you 8,000 caps up front.
8,000 up front. Fellas, how do you feel about 8,000 caps up front? Stein, Gabe?
Sure. I don't know what money here. I don't.
The caps is not the problem, sir.
Alrighty then.
Does he have the 8,000 on the table?
No.
I kind of picture like a suitcase opening, but like rows of caps, like dollar bills, but like not wrapped up.
Oh, that's so funny. Kind of like the John Wick like coins.
John, what do you mean John Wick coins?
In the John Wick universe, they use like gold coins for their underground debauchery,
Really?
and they just have like suitcases like lined with coins.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. I was thinking more of just like bottle caps, like placed, like not like upright, like you would picture like coins.
Like a Scrooge
in a-
McDuckian desk.
You ever see people that have penny floors where they take like a bunch of pennies and they make the floor out of pennies?
Yeah.
Like that,
Okay.
but like in a briefcase.
Um.
This isn't even happening. It's just an idea I had. but
Yeah,
so-
yeah. I like the visualization. He has the caps on him.
Okay.
So he takes 4 bags of caps and puts them on the table. Each of these bags is 2,000 caps. Go buck wild.
I'm gonna take one last pull on my cigarette and just kind of let it sit in my lungs real deep and heavy as I contemplate what I'm looking at in front of me as I pick a bag up and kind of just jingle it quick and get a feel for the weight of it.
You can roll plus awareness to get an idea if they actually have 2,000 caps in each.
How do I do this? Hold on a second. Roll 1d20 plus. God damn it. Why do I have to hold shift for a plus? So silly. Oh, good. It's a -3. Bam. What did I do?
You did plus minus 3.
I did that on purpose. I'm trying to divide by 0 out here. Tell me I can't.
You cannot.
Oh, okay.
That is a 6. It feels about right, but like there's no way to really be certain. I assure you, we are keeping our word here. 2,000
I wasn't
in
really
each.
that. I was kind of going more for the theatrics, but sure.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just gonna kind of slowly.
It's going to slowly release the smoke from my mouth and my nose, much like a dragon. And I'm going to put my hand out to shake his hand and say,
I think you and I have a deal, Mr. Burke.
He extends his hand and shakes.
I'm going to grab that hand because I know he fucking hates me. And I'm going to fucking really,
Really sweat it up.
like a white dad who's meeting their daughter's boyfriend for the first time. You know what I mean? Like I'm really gonna fucking get it. Like I'm gonna make a meal out of it. I'm gonna use my other hand and like really grab and really not bow, but like get into it and be like, this is gonna be the beginning of a beautiful friendship, Mr. Burke.
A pleasure to do business. And once you release his hand, all right, Ace, now it's your turn. He gets up, and he just walks out, leaving.
Ace walks out.
No,
Oh.
Burke walks out,
Okay.
and it's the 4 of you are left.
So we have a bag for each of us.
Well, there are just 4 bags for ease of bagging it up.
I'll pick up a bag in the case.
Okay.
Star, would you mind holding pretty much the rest of the caps? We can count them later.
Okay.
So Ace,
What can I do for you, Mr. Goulman?
do you need
If I
employment?
may interject,
Okay.
Mr. Goulman. He said he wanted to be referred to as A17.
Apologies. There's a guy I know, I used to know. His name was Michael. We called him Mick. He hated it. But you know how
The fuck's the word I'm looking for?
Nicknames.
Not nicknames.
you know how habits go.
Once you start, you can't stop.
I apologize, A17.
May I ask, why is their name A117?
I was once a slave, and that was my cell number. I was born there, so that's the only name I've ever known.
Oh.
But
That must have been
forgive me.
really hard.
It was tough seeing so many people treated so poorly by those in strong power. Now that Mr. Burke is here, I can openly say that though I do not enjoy their company, they do pay well and they keep me alive. But if you guys are looking for an extra set of hands, I'm always willing to help those in need.
I'll put my hand out to shake. I'm Dr. Simon, or I-897.
Which would you prefer?
Doc is fine.
Nice to meet you, Doc. And I give him a nice, quick handshake.
Do I get a hint of sense from this man?
That's up to Cube. Are you human or synth?
I am actually human.
Okay.
Okay.
Now there's meat in those bones.
You got bony meat.
They're me meeting them there bones.
So were you a slave of in DC?
No, I was a slave far down south in an old shipping yard. But that was many years ago. I was fortunate enough to escape during a raid on the facility where we were kept. Been on my own ever since. And can I turn to the monk-looking figure, extend my hand? I don't think I quite caught your name.
Oh, Gabriel. Nice to meet you, A17.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Gabriel.
So I think I might need an extra hand with this. Do you have any aversion to genocide?
As long as the genocide is towards people I don't particularly care for, I see why not.
I see.
What's the plan?
Gotta get to Megaton.
Been a while since I've been to Megaton, but I think we can get there no problem.
You've been.
I've been all over DC the past couple of years. I'm a scabber, so my journeys take me to wherever there might be a hint of loot.
Is there anywhere good to get food in Megaton, if you remember?
What was that?
I remember a
called?
place right next to the bomb, sir.
Really?
Yeah, it's called... Out of game. What is the name of it again? The
Brass Lantern, I think.
That's
Brass
what it was.
Lantern, yeah. The Brass Lantern, sir. It's right by the bomb.
Wow, can we talk about something quick, like out of game?
Yeah.
Let's talk about how fucking cheap Fallout 4 is. The ending of Fallout 4 is pretty much the ending of Fallout 3 with Liberty Prime, right?
Yeah.
They put a fucking noodles place in the middle of Megaton and Diamond City.
Well, noodles are an easy way to eat food in the apocalypse.
No, I know, but like,
Listen,
I never thought of the Brass Lantern as a noodles place, but I guess it is.
listen. If there can be 2 Wendy's within a half mile of me, there can be 2 noodle places in 2 capital
is
cities.
that the Wendy's we went to?
Yeah, I think so.
By that diner?
Yeah.
There's another
No, that's another one. That's a third one.
There's a third?
Yeah.
Damn, my girl Wendy out here just fucking giving it.
And I know a 4th one in North Rochester.
Do you want to blur that?
No, I don't care.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
A17. How about you meet us at the gate tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning? That should be fine. I'll gather my things and meet you there.
Cool. Cool.
So, what is everybody up to?
I would like to have a talk with the good doctor and the Gabe.
Yes.
At some point in today, I don't care at what time, just before we go to bed, because we're gonna.
Just before you go, A17. Can we shoot for like 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock? I could do that, no problem.
Bueno.
All right. Sorry. Yeah. At some point in time, I'd like to have a meeting, a company-wide meeting, and then I would like to just kind of figure out what we're doing for the rest of the day. I don't care when we do it. I don't care for how long. I just want to make sure I talk to my guys.
Of course. So you all leave the restaurant because it's not actually serving right now. This would be the last time you're allowed in the proper, save for Steinman. If there's anything you want to get on this side of the border, now's the time.
Did you want me to count these caps for you?
If you want, yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'll try to count the caps.
I just thought of this now, and I'm sorry to. I feel really selfish by asking. But is there like a haberdashery, if you will?
Yes, there is.
Good, I'm fucking there. Anybody could do whatever they want. I'm going there.
You just run off, and I still have all the money with me.
I think he's got plenty.
I have quite a bit on me.
Yeah, you see that there's a flashy hand-painted sign outside of a building that says Clarence's Place.
Okay. No, does anybody else want to do anything? Because I talked for a while. Give it to somebody else if they want to do anything else.
Well, the thing, actually, I need to, like, have a talk with Ron ASAP. So.
Why don't you both go to the
If he-
haberdashery?
Yeah, if he leaves, I follow him.
Okay.
I don't know what happened.
What are you doing? Where are you going?
Say again.
Where are you going?
I'm actually going to be collecting my things on the outskirts of town.
Okay.
If at any point you would like to have a scenario or go shopping, which I love shopping, let me know.
I'm pretty self-contained, so I try to keep all of my stuff like on me, or like if I need to replace something, like buy ammo. But I think I should be good for right now.
Cool,
Do you
cool.
have an EDC?
Then you what?
Do you have an EDC?
An EDC? What's that?
Yeah. An everyday carry?
Yes.
You're just you as Cube I know from who we've been talking to forever. You seem like the kind of guy that would have like an everyday carry of like, this is my wallet, this is my toolkit, this is my that.
Yeah, I never leave. I always have the things that I leave the house with every day right next to each other.
Yeah, yes. Oh, I fucking. There's something about it that's so satisfying, right?
Oh yeah, like I never have to worry about losing stuff.
Like
That's
my keys,
oh my god. My everyday
always go in
carry.
the same place.
My everyday carry is my purse. Like I just keep everything in it, and having it has been so convenient because I never have to worry about like forgetting something.
Oh my god, I gotta start wearing my purse again.
Yeah.
I want a
So-
bum bag, like Jake has.
Yeah.
I want
Dude,
it so
everybody
bad.
has that bag. I know like 4 people with the same yellow bag.
So
Anyway,
Gabriel and Ron go to the haberdashery known as Clarence's Place. As you enter, it is relatively clean. It is about the quality that you would expect out of like a little bit more of an upper store. There's some nice like sweaters and pants and skirts, dresses, and there is a section with business wear. And as you enter the door, like ding ding, and a gentleman approaches and says, "Hello, welcome to Clarence's Place. Is there anything I could help you gents with today?"
I'm going to kind of perk up but relax at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And just with a smile look at who I can presume is Clarence and say, "My good man, I think my suit needs a touch up. If you can take a look at it for me."
I'd say, look at this, and he like pulls your arm up and like points out like a rough like patch by the elbows that's got a little slice in it. This will not do.
Do you think you could fix me up?
Oh, I can fix you up.
I'm gonna take off my jacket. All right. Can I ask the classic question?
Sure.
Ron Goulman, suspenders or belt?
I've
I always picture
always
Suspenders.
I've always pictured belt.
Me too. I wasn't really going for. He might look like Larry King, but he's not. like,
From now on, every time I need a picture of you, I'm just gonna put Larry King photoshopped to be like dirty.
I should make that my profile picture on everything. Just Larry King.
Do
Just
it.
old and mad. Did you ever see the Tyler Crater interview with him?
Yeah.
He
Have
gets
you
like
ever-
borderline racist with him.
Have
Like,
you seen the Trixie Mattel interview?
No.
No. Oh my god. Larry King is a huge Trixie fan.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I can see him sitting there like, my granddaughter says it's not gay. Like- no, okay, so I was gonna say belt to begin with because improvised weapon,
Right.
but yeah, I don't know if I should take my I'm not gonna what do you think about the pants? Should I just get new pants? Do you have something that fits this kind of gray?
These ones are a little bit roughed up. We'll see what other options we have in the back. Here, let me take this. And he drapes the jacket over his arm. I'm going to direct you to the back. Just take a seat. We'll have Johnny shine your shoes. And
Wait, you have someone who shines shoes?
yeah, it's Johnny. He's the kid from down the block.
Does he do a good job?
He does a good job.
There's a little like my eyes start to water as the thought of I haven't had my fucking shoe shined in years. In at least a fucking century and a half, if not longer. As I remember the old world that I'm from.
So he goes over towards the checkout counter and he pokes his head in the back and says, "Johnny, we have a customer." And the kid comes down and he's like probably like 10, 11, 12. Sorry, 11
What
plus
color
1.
hair?
Like a chocolate brown.
Does he have freckles?
Got freckles and a newsboy hat.
Is he chubby?
No, he's a little bit thin.
Okay.
He says,
Alright.
"Right this way, sir."
And I follow.
Oh yeah.
And I
I'll-
say,
yeah.
Mr. Goulman, I need to have a word with you.
Sure. I'm gonna say sure to him, but question:
Yes.
is he leading us to chairs or?
There's like it's basically like a leather ottoman.
Okay.
And like that's like the shoe shining station. You can see like the brushes and stuff are over there. And there's enough room for both of you to sit and have a chat.
Sir, as I point to Gabriel, sir,
Thank you.
I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna lay down. I know you said it's like an ottoman,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna kind of relax.
Of course.
Yes, Gabriel, what did you want to speak about?
You're from the old world, right?
Yes, sir.
There's something I've been thinking about. So I heard that, I don't know much about it, but I guess that a bunch of people were fighting with each other because they, like, I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong when you say that.
It's because people are different, isn't it? Because people think different things. And then when one person thinks one thing and another person thinks another thing, they think bombing each other is gonna solve it.
Yeah, you're not wrong. A big problem that most people had in the before was kind of the interaction that you just witnessed with Mr. Burke and myself.
That's what bothers me.
What do you mean?
I mean, you have Burke, who doesn't even know why he's doing what he's doing. He doesn't serve Adam, he serves some old lady in a tower. And who does she serve? And who does she answer to? And how could she think that blowing up a town is not a big deal? It bothers me.
It should bother you because it's wrong.
This whole place is wrong.
Just because
I won't serve these people.
I don't expect you to. I don't expect you to do anything that makes you any sort of uncomfortable, Gabe. I've been through a lot. In the before, there were people that were fighting because they were told they had to fight, not because they felt any urgency that there was some sort of corruption or wrongdoing. They fought because they thought it was right. People saw whoever had the most money as whoever had the most power, and not who had the right idea. I don't want you to get it twisted. I don't think Mr. Burke is the right idea. Mr. Burke is a lapdog. When I said a lapdog to him, I wanted him to understand the predicament he put himself into. I think Mr. Burke is an incredibly weak man. A man who can make decisions for himself. And a man who answers to pretty much anybody who has any sort of agency over him. It's why he answered to me. It's why I made him wait those 4 minutes. Mr. Burke is enigmatic of what the old world represents and how evil it is. And I'm going to use that against him.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Yes.
I've got a couple different selections of fabric.
Is that herringbone?
Oh, you know it is. So he brings over a couple like samples of fabric, and there are a couple options. Tell me about some of the options you see and which one draws your eye.
Immediately the pinstripe.
Yeah, of course.
Immediately pinstripe. That's kind of Ron's go-to. But I don't think I'm going to be getting rid of these pants. So I do need something that matches. Why the fuck is every game shopping? I'm sorry. I realize I do it, and I get so into the role play that I fucking forget that.
I need something that'll match these pants.
Not a problem. These three here have probably the closest color match. How do these two feel? And he wants you to sample the texture.
I mean, tell me how they feel.
One of them is like very smooth. It feels very fine.
Okay.
And the other one is a little bit rougher, and you can tell that it is going to probably last longer. But it's not quite as comfortable. So one's exquisite and one's a bit more utilitarian.
Oh my god, just to see something of a newer fabric is phenomenal, but what are the price range on both of these?
Well, to have your entire suit, let's say, restored, with a fabric similar to the original, it would be about 900 caps. If you would like it retailored to this newer, a bit more sexy fabric, it would be 1300.
What if I just come back? What if we just get a touch up quick? I
Touch
just
up?
want to make sure my suit doesn't fall apart.
Of course. Just a touch up on the jacket, then we can get that.
And the pants, if you can do the pants too.
All right, so that would be the $800 or the 800 caps
How many caps?
to use the like fabric similar to what you have already.
Yeah.
That I said 800 before, right? Or did I say
Said
900?
9.
Oh, it would be 900, but I can tell you
Yeah.
have an appreciation for the finer things, so I'll drop it down to 8.
I have an appreciation for the finer things, but I also understand when a man is trying to rob me.
I mean, do you see anywhere else in the wasteland that has untouched fabrics?
No, I don't. But also, you and I both know you didn't bust your ass to get that fabric. You most likely found it.
Because, excuse me, but if I look at this map, we're in the yard or no?
No.
If I remember correctly from being in the yard, there seemed to be some sort of a clothing store from the old world there. And I bet my bottom fucking dollar you got the fabric from there. And it was sitting there alone 200 years. Maybe give or take.
He seems a little bit offended. Well,
I'm gonna put my head in my hands, and I don't know what it's called, but when you like pinch the bridge of your nose.
yeah,
Do you have Argyle socks?
but of course.
You have Argyle socks. Fresh?
As fresh as we can find.
Can I see them?
Sure. What color draws your eye?
So
There's one that's like a mustard color with like red, like cross stitching.
I love that.
And that one's definitely really cool. There's one that's like a sea foam blue or green.
Can I take a look at the one in the back that's not the same color as my suit, but maybe like a darker gray with what seems to be pinks and greens?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
These are magnificent.
They are.
Gabriel.
Yes, sir.
Do you like the yellow or the pink and green more? The yellow's more of a statement.
And I look at the pink, and I'm like, definitely not the pink, sir.
How much for the yellow ones, my good man?
I couldn't let them walk out for less than 50 caps.
I want to do something, but it requires a roll that I don't think we've ever done before, and I need your feedback.
Sure.
Maybe like you can maybe roll it as like a history. I want to put my nose or whatever's left of it to the socks and just breathe deep into it. Just and see if for whatever fucking reason I can pull out an old world memory that would like associate itself with the smell of these socks.
That's actually very interesting. Let's say that this is... I have no clue what this would be.
Like, this is gonna sound lame, but you ever have like a piece of clothing that you got from a significant other?
Mm-hmm.
Like you just like you found it one day and you're like, huh, and you just put it to your nose and you're like, oh wow, instantly transported back to this point of my life.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going for.
Let's do an intelligence check.
Fuck. All right. Bam. 8.
You remember that on the weekends after service, I forget, I don't know if you ever told me your pre-war religion, but after your religious service, your grandmother would always go to the a weekend farmers market, and they would always have like cool different like coats and jackets and like socks and other different things that you can buy, like textiles.
Okay. As this Ratatouille ass memory hits me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna fucking slam 50 caps on his counter and just
I'll take them.
And what about the adjustments to your suit, sir?
400 caps and I'll walk out of here a happy man.
Let's try for 5.
Can I roll for barter?
Sure.
Good. This is a man I'm speaking with?
Yes.
Alright, because I get +3 to the opposite sex. Oh, what'd I do? +7. Bang.
All right. I can patch you up for 400.
Cool. Thanks. I am a happy fucking old man.
So yeah, he fixes up your suit and patches up any tears or and fixes some of the seams and stuff, but doesn't really what was that?
No, continue.
But doesn't make any adjustments to the really original suit. Just kind of restores it.
Beautiful. The kid shining my shoes, how much does he charge me?
The shoe shining is on the house, but if you want to tip the kid, it's your own discretion.
Where's the kid? Is he?
Yeah, he's putting away his brush into a little wood box.
I want to go up to him.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Johnny, was it?
Yeah.
Johnny, you did a great job. I'm very, very proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
What you're doing is a phenomenal service, and you've made me very, very happy today.
I'm just cleaning shoes, sir.
I'm gonna give him 50 caps.
Oh wow, wow! This is crazy. I can get 3 whole comic books.
For 50 caps?
Mm-hmm.
No, kid, hold on. Johnny, I like you. You can't be spending all of it on comic books. If you want to buy comic books, fine. But you gotta at least try to get a deal, kid.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Can I do something? And I don't know if you'll allow it. You know how in Skyrim you can like pay to like get better to skill?
Yeah.
Can I like spend an hour with this kid and like teach him how to negotiate?
Yeah, you can mentor him.
Oh fuck yeah! Cool.
What's your charisma modifier?
My crit is a +5.
Oh, then.
Can I help him?
Yeah. Sure.
I offer a +1 to charisma.
All right, so take my friend Gabe here. Gabe wants to buy a comic book, or wants to sell you a comic book, right? Gabe, how much is the book?
30 caps.
30 caps. That's a lot of money, kid.
Yeah, it is kind of pricey.
What do you say to him?
Sir, that seems like a lot of money for just 1 comic book. Usually I can get 2 for that price.
Good.
Yeah, well, you don't have this comic book, kid, so you better,
Is that a Grognak Volume 1?
Kid. I like where your mind's going. I like how you brought up the opposing price. But you gotta hit him where it hurts. Next time, say you could get it for that price and your mother's in the hospital and you want something to read to her. And pretty much make it known that if he doesn't sell it to you for a lower price, he's basically a monster.
That sounds a little bit dishonest.
The whole world runs on dishonesty, kid. You gotta do you are responsible for your own happiness. And you have to take the measures into your own hands to make sure that you are happy. Your boss here tried to charge me $900 for something that I know he didn't do 2 hours of work for.
Well, let me try. Okay, Robe Man. Listen. I really want that comic book, and that's a lot of money, and I want to read it to my mom, and she's really sick. So if you don't, give me a deal, then you're gonna lose the sale, and I won't get to read my mom a book.
Not bad, we can work on it, but I like where you're going.
I like that he brought up not being able to make the sale. That was pretty good.
My favorite form of D&D is just a soap opera.
I just interject and say that I feel like that has been a lot of this campaign, and I'm not opposed to it.
Oh my God.
I'm totally, I don't know how other D&D people feel, but I love just dialogue, interactions with characters, I don't know.
I love making characters. It's my favorite
Dude.
part of D&D.
That fucking conversation with Burke is a high that I have not felt in a very long time.
Okay, cool.
I was in there and I was like, oh my God, I'm Ghoulman again. I fucking felt it. I was like, ah, fuck. I am done. I am going to now leave the haberdashery, very old and very happy.
While they went into shop, I want to go find the higher up medical place in this area of town.
Okay, yeah, there's a clinic, I believe. Let me check real quick. So there is a bathhouse, and there is a little bit of a first aid area inside the bathhouse. That's where anyone in this area would go if they needed some attention.
I'll go in.
Can we help you with anything today? Oh, a doctor.
Yes, Dr. Steinman.
A pleasure.
Is it a small establishment, this place in this bathhouse?
Yeah, it's not that big.
May I ask you a question?
Sure. How can we be of service?
How much caps will it take for you and your staff and all your equipment to move to my establishment I have set up in the yard?
You want us to move back to the yard? Do you know how long we've been working
okay.
to get here?
Now,
We're
I
safe
open my
here.
own clinic.
Olive.
My
Not a
friend-
single person has been murdered in the bathhouse. In like 2 months.
But are you really helping people?
Some people.
Some people. That's not enough people. You're a professional medical examiner. You should be out there helping.
Listen, I just know how to set a broken bone. I'm not really that much of a professional.
How much is 2,000 caps? And I'll lay the
2,000.
bag on the table.
I mean, I still have my yellow card, so hell, I can take a shift.
Oh,
And-
it's also a free clinic, so
Fine. I'll do it. And he takes the bag. But I'll only do it 2 days a week.
that's fine. I probably won't be here as long, but at least there's somebody helping these people of this town. And I'll just walk out.
Okay, yeah, cool. Cube,
Yes.
where did you have all of your objects stashed? Was it outside of the walls of the town or inside?
Yes, it was on the outskirts of the town, along the south wall.
Okay. So you get to your hidey hole where you had all your stuff, and you see that there is a band of mole rats that have been going through all your shit.
Have they taken notice to me already?
No, 2 of them are fighting over a pack of Fancy Lad snack cakes.
Can I hunch down behind a rock and steady my rifle against my arm in the rock itself?
Sure.
And once I've braced myself, I want to try and take a shot at the one mole rat that isn't involved in the fight.
Okay, so yeah, the one that's not involved in the fight is kind of like clawing at the jacket that you balled up to make a pillow. And I'll have an attack roll. So the way attacking works in this game is you choose a weapon. So for you, I assume it's the hunting rifle.
Correct.
That is a medium gun skill, so you roll a d20 and then just add the medium gun skill. And that's it. You don't add anything else.
All right. Perfect.
Yeah, great. So you lock eyes on the target and squeeze the trigger and you shoot him right in the head. I would say roll damage in a usual circumstance, but this thing's a weakling, so it just explodes.
Do I have bloody mess perk?
No, you don't, because you didn't have enough luck to take it.
Dang.
But, yeah, it dies and kind of flops over and it scares the other 2 away.
So they just run off.
Yeah, they just run off.
Is the mole rat that I shot still able to be harvested for meat?
Oh, yeah.
All right, then I want to gather the belongings that have scattered and begin harvesting the mole rat for its teeth, its hide, and all that.
Cool, that'll be a survival check to prepare its, this dead creature. Yeah, you, with ease, you skin it, and you, extract the meaty bits, and you do anything else that you would need to do.
Perfect.
Do you cook it up now, or do you, like, hold on to it for later?
I'm going to hold on to it for later.
Okay,
So I guess I'll just like wrap it up in some like spare cloth I have and then put it away in my bag.
yep, that sounds good. So yeah, you successfully grab all of your materials. What do you want to do next?
Now I'm going to make my way back into the inside of the facility and kind of just rest along the gate and start cleaning my rifle.
Okay, I assume you're in a spot that makes you kind of unmissable for anyone that was looking for you.
Oh yeah, like I'm pretty much right by the gate heading out.
Okay. So you set up shop by the gatehouse door, and you wait. Are the rest of you folks done in Tenpenny?
Yeah, I'm in the same spot as the group left me.
Okay.
I need to have a meeting.
All right. Who do you? So you have Gabriel with you.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna just find wherever the good doctor is, and I'm
The
just
same
gonna speak
spot
with
you
him.
guys left me.
Alright.
One bag short.
And I assume you guys find A17.
Oh, hey, A17. I know you're part of the group right now, but I kind of need to make sure these guys know what's going on. You know, they're union. I don't want to be rude. I'm sorry.
Of course, sir. And I kind of do a quick bow and then kind of go back to the gate.
I'll grab you in like 2 minutes. We'll go get something to eat. All right?
Sounds good, sir.
What are we doing,
Ron,
guys?
before you do
Okay.
your monologue, Cube, you when you grabbed your stuff in that wrapped up in that jacket that you'd used as a pillow, you grab an item that Burke gave you a couple days earlier. It is a long range communication device.
Long range communication. All right.
Yep. So you have that in case you would need to ping the tower at any point.
Okay. For now, I'm just gonna kind of keep that hidden away, kind of stashed.
Yeah. Ron, go ahead and have your staff meeting.
All right, guys. What's the plan? I know you don't want to blow up a civilization. Neither do I.
I think, I think a lot of our stuff kind of got thrown in the trash with 817.
I know that sometimes the way I talk about things might bother you guys a lot, and how I talk about Adam and all that stuff, but I just like feel the need to say that I think that like us being here, we have an opportunity to do something bigger than just some mission and making some caps. I think that like
I'm
I
sorry,
think that
start over.
there's like, what'd you say?
I said start over. I was coughing. I apologize.
I just I think Adam wants to see is giving us an opportunity to repeat history but do the right thing. Because I think that from what we were talking about, was it yesterday we were at the haberdashery? Or
That was
just
today.
earlier?
Same day. Same day.
Okay, so what we were talking about earlier, I think that we have an opportunity to do just what's right. Not what gets us the most money, but what's right. Even though it might not be popular.
I agree. I just wasted like 2,000 of those cap things today.
On what?
Oh, I paid the people that work at the medical center in the bathhouse to actually work at my place.
For how long?
2 times per week, I believe.
For how long?
You never discussed how long.
I just kind of went in like you do. You know, you go in, you say it, you put the money down, you get out. You know.
Stein is obviously not a businessman.
I love it.
Stein, that's like more than your cut was gonna be.
Oh, this is just a material item. I don't really need caps.
All right, so now that a quarter of our wages, are, if we double cross Burke, then this is all the money we're getting.
Mr. Goulman, I have a dream.
Me too.
And my dream, maybe our dreams are the same, but my dream is that you run this place.
This
And
place.
This place.
I guess
And that you and my dream is that you're not blindly telling people how to do things. People do things for you because you're doing the right thing and they believe in you. Like I believe in you. Because you're just doing what's right.
So, you think I should take over this building? You think that's
I say we
right?
I think this place shouldn't have any walls. I think everybody should live the same and share.
Well, I mean, there should be walls. That kind of fortifies the area, and we don't want creatures.
Oh,
coming in, but
well, that, yeah. But I mean,
Oh, this
the
yellow
card.
brown card shit is bullshit.
yes, I agree.
I want to see that gone.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah.
So, I guess all I was getting at is that, I don't know about you folks, but for myself, I have no choice but to do the right thing. And if I don't do the right thing, then I'll become the monster that I used to be. And I don't want to be that monster anymore.
So you propose that we bring the bomb here?
Well, I understand how that would be difficult, Mr. Goulman, and I've thought about it more, and another idea I have is that we could bring the charge to Megaton, but when we place it on the bomb, we tell everybody at Megaton that Tenpenny Tower is basically declaring war on Megaton. And we convince the people of Megaton to fight against them. And we band with the people of Megaton. And we take over this place.
Okay.
I know it's scary, Mr. And like, I understand that I'm sure there's caps involved and there's loopholes and so much that we have to do. But we have to do this.
I agree, but there's also a lot of unknowns in a short amount of time.
And
What do
I
you mean
think
by that, Doc?
If we were to do this idea, as Gabriel said, and I like the idea, we don't know how many men or women we're up against here, or what they have inside the tower itself, and we are not sure how many of the citizens of Megaton can fight. We don't know who's able-bodied to.
in that area, I wish I had something better to tell you guys, but I need you guys to just have faith that Adam will provide for us what we need. And I don't mean it'll be like some shining light from the sky. I mean that if this is what we are meant to do, then it will get done, and we will find a way.
I like what you're saying, because obviously this place is fucking run by nutcases. But, like at a game, I'm level 4. Like...
Hey, you guys in the old game blew up Megaton at level 2.
In an unbalanced, and I'm not saying that as a diss to you, but I'm saying we were
Oh,
beta
it was
testing what we
so
have now.
bad. It was
You know what I
so
mean?
bad.
So like,
I like where your head's at, kid. It's just, this seems like a really tall order.
Get done in 2 weeks.
We can blow the place up, no problem. I'm fucking Ron Goulman. I'll walk in there and charm the pants off everybody and blow the fucking place up.
I also have the capabilities to actually, yeah.
Yeah, I don't, like, that's not the problem. The problem is I know it's wrong. Like I said to you in the haberdashery, Gabe, Mr. Burke is an embodiment of the old world and the flaws that the old world had. And I would like to use that against him. What if we went there and lied? Hold on, what if we just went there, right? Let's say it takes us 4 days to get there and 4 days back. That's 8 days, right? We still got 9, 10, 11, 12, 11 plus 1, 13, 14 days. That's what, 7 days?
more like, yeah.
6 days. We got 6 days left. Right? What if we just went back and said that Megaton is a sprawling metropolis where for every one person there's 2 Securitrons? What if we just said that?
I don't know if I'm
What if we
following.
said that? What if I go there, we talk to the leader of the town, and I get him to sign a contract for Mr. Burke that he'll leave behind everything that has to do with Tenpenny Tower or Tenpenny Estates, and he'll come work for Megaton.
Other way around?
What do you mean?
You said that they would come work for Megaton instead of Tenpenny.
Yeah, have Mr. Burke, like, if I can... Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that if I can spin this tall tale, if I can spin a weave of what Megaton looks like, and it's nothing. It's nothing, like, it's not this rinky-dink little hole in the ground. I say it's more or less, without saying it, because I don't know if my character would know about the existence of it, but it looks like Arroyo. Like, it's sprawling. They have clean water, and they have security. They have good security. They have fucking sentry bots.
Burke has been to Megaton.
There's a flaw in that since Burke was
Why?
literally there like a couple days ago.
Yep.
Because we made them there.
You're right. Fuck!
Sorry, I forgot we met him there.
Fuck!
And so while we're talking at a game, though, Like, I understand we're level 4, and this is a big order. But, like, think about all the things we could do to prepare for this, which would give us time to, like, level up and maybe even do other, like, side missions and stuff.
Yeah, we got 2 weeks.
I control the flow of time.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So, like, we could try to do another mission to, like, do something else, but how do we know we don't hit a patch of super mutants that hold us up for 4 days?
Yeah, and how do we know if we might lose a bomb?
Yeah.
Bro, there's a ton of what ifs, but that's D&D.
That's
No,
life.
I know. What were you gonna say, Olive?
That's life.
Oh, yeah.
I just think that this, like, is a good. I think it's because we're faced with an issue. We're faced with a conundrum, and like, I just see this as the best option, and I'm not thinking about like level or any of.
No, I understand that. It's just. I understand what you're saying, Gabe. I get it. It's just.
How do we come out on this on top?
Yeah, without hurting.
One step at a time. So, we plan. We talk about it. We know the first thing we need to do is get to Megaton. We also need to worry about what this A17 guy, what his motives are. And maybe along the way we can find more help. We'll hire you, Mr. Gulman, you have a lot of power to get people to help you. I think you'll be able to get a lot more help in this if you believe in it than you think you can. I think you're a lot more powerful than you even think you are.
Is there a way that we can convince A17 to join us?
I mean, he's
My
already
personal
working for
belief is
me.
that I think we could.
I'm paying him.
Are we?
He seems to
I'm paying.
work best off of whoever's paying him.
Yeah, I already
And he
told him
did
to
mention
be
something
right.
about liking shooting people that he doesn't like. So he does have somewhat of a conscience.
Why don't you ask him?
Well, but what if he says, like, at a game, what if he says, like, no, and then, like, just spills us to frickin' Burke?
Then we kill him.
I'm like, that, wow.
Fucking cutthroat Kyle. That's fucking Bentley playing.
I'll give a little smirk and be like, I could threaten to eat him.
Olive,
Yes.
don't ruin the lore.
I won't.
I think our first step is to head out and maybe talk to him on the way out.
Agreed.
So we,
Mr. Goulman,
we're going to Megaton, right? Like, regardless, we're going to Megaton.
Yes.
right. It sounds like it.
All right, so here's my whole fucking thing. Worst comes to worst, we just put a bomb together on another bomb and we blow the fucking place up, and we start from here, and we, like a cancer, eat 10 penny estates from the inside out until we can achieve higher status and we can take this place over for ourselves. Worst case scenario, right? But we don't have a best case scenario. We can't come together and agree on something. That's what bothers me. The way I see most things is if we gotta destroy a town to come over here and take over this town, and there's 200 people in Megaton and 600 people here, for 200 people to die, for 600 to live and be prosperous and survive, I don't see a problem with that. The only thing is, much like I wanted to speak to Mr. Burke, it's mostly hypotheticals. It's mostly abstract. And as fun as it is to speak hypothetically, as fun as it is to speak abstractly, it's all just mental masturbation. Just talking for the sake of talking. If that makes sense to anybody. So here's what I say we do. We don't even really... How long did we spend there?
Where?
in Megaton.
Like, I think a day or two.
We were there for a day. We don't even know if it's filled with fucking child rapists or dog murderers, or if it's filled with fucking saints and missionaries.
Well,
might be-
I give
Gabriel
Ron a
does know
stern
them.
look
What?
when
What?
it says sins.
I didn't say sins. I said saints.
Oh, I thought you said sins.
No, we don't know if these are good people or bad people. Yes, Tenpenny Estates right now seems like bad people, but how do we know those people there don't fucking? How do we know it's not the Legion?
No.
The people out west. We'll talk about it later. How do we know it's not fucking? How do we know it's not?
Well, the Enclave. What year are we in? 77?
77.
The Enclave exists technically, right? Because you could talk to that one guy in Megaton about the Enclave, so he knows.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they're looked at as the bad guy. Fuck.
How do we know? How do we know they're not fucking mutant sympathizers, super mutant sympathizers, or even worse?
Well, I mean, kind of we are, aren't we? It was baby.
If I could just interject, Mr. Goldman, with all due respect, I
Yes.
spent time in Megaton. And Megaton, the tower, the wasteland, you're gonna and bad people. But my issue with Megaton and Tenpenny is that Megaton is a simple town. Lucas Sims just tries to keep order and is mayor when he has to, but Megaton just works because they don't have cards. They don't separate their people like they do here. Everybody lives the same in Megaton, and everybody works together.
I understand what you're saying, and it seems like a nice dream. It seems great, and I want it to work. But how do we know that this isn't the right? How do we know Tenpenny Estates? Like, what have they been doing medically, technology-wise, to advance mankind?
Mr. Goulman,
They said they had to have like a death in like 2 months or so.
I feel like if I look at
Never.
Megaton wrong, I can fucking. There's a chance of dismemberment.
I mean, we also gotta take a chance that the person who's running this place probably wants us dead.
Absolutely. Do you see why I'm so conflicted? I want to see Megaton
Good
prosper.
idea.
Let me hear it, because I feel like we're talking in circles.
If we can befriend A17, he has
Okay.
the ability to probably enter Tenpenny. Correct? I mean, we'll have to ask him, but it is possible. He is Burke's, like, hired man.
Do we have walkie-talkies?
Are you asking me?
I'm kind of just asking everybody.
I don't believe so.
We don't have any sort of recording device, do we? Fuck.
Or
we don't even have Pit Boys.
You think he can get in there?
I mean, yeah, maybe if so, maybe we can give him the bomb. He takes it in and he plants it, gets out, and we blow Tenpenny.
Let's
What-
go get dinner.
What good
Go get
does?
dinner.
Okay. So, wait.
No,
so
what were you gonna say? What were you gonna say?
what good is it to blow up Tenpenny Tower? I'm just curious. Or is it just
I
like a
was just
statement?
about to say that. I see what you're saying,
Feels
Mr.
nice.
Steinman.
If it feels good, do it. Don't worry about the repercussions.
Mr. Steinman, I see what you're saying, but I think that the issue blowing up a building isn't gonna solve anything. It's the specific people in power here.
Well, I mean, blowing up the building with the Pacific people in power will solve something when the building falls down and kills them.
I guess I was just thinking that building would be nice to house other innocent people.
It looks good on the horizon.
I know that you guys are all conflicted, but like, and Mr. Goldman, this is something else I meant to say earlier, but I was afraid to. You pay me and I'll do what you say for money as long as it's within my morals to do. But you're technically not my number one boss. Adam is my boss. I will do what you say, Mr. Ghoulman, but that is who I serve. And I believe my boss. I know what my boss wants me to do.
No, I hear you, and I understand what you're saying because I agree with you from a moral standpoint. We have to make sure we can't kill an entire town. I'm with you. But I'm saying, if we look at the big picture, can we maybe talk to Lady Tenpenny? Is there any way we can talk to her?
I don't think we're gonna be able to.
Before we go to dinner, here's an idea. What if we went to the middle of town and I put a gun to the back of A17's head and I said, I'll blow his fucking brains out right here if I don't get to talk to Lady Tenpenny? What if just that? What if we do the fucking the nuclear option? Like, what if we try to go as fucking far out as we can? What if I say I'm gonna kill a bunch of people in here? I just want to talk to the woman. What if I could try to convince her into maybe having a relationship with Megaton? What if she buys out Megaton?
I don't think they would care. I think they would kill you right there.
Yeah, and I don't think they care much about A17.
I know, but I'm not saying that's what I'm going to do. I'm saying that's an example of me taking a body to use a body to save a body. We're fucking in a really weird spot. And yes, I get it.
You make a good point, though, in that it would be very beneficial if we could get a council with this Lady Tenpenny. But we need to come up with an excuse. I think we should come up with an excuse to see her.
We have leverage. We have a bomb that I can plant anywhere in this town.
Add a game real quick. I'm very confused about something. I thought that the thing Burke gave us is a pulse charge that is not explosive. And that it goes on the bomb, which then makes it so that it can be blown up from a distance.
Correct.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, I wasn't sure if there was something I missed.
I think I missed that, yeah.
You've got the equivalent of a fancy taser.
Hey, Ron, I just took a look at the bomb. It's actually not a bomb, it's a taser. You activate the bomb.
An overglorified taser.
Hey guys, I love that you are thinking very critically about your actions, but I'm going to have to cut a lot of this if you keep saying the same shit.
I know, that's what I'm trying to move on from, and I'm trying to fucking, like...
Let's head out, meet up with A17, and maybe convince them to join us. And see what he thinks.
Alright, let's go. Let's go to dinner.
So,
Can we go to... A17. Sorry.
Yes, Mr. Gould.
Sorry. We're gonna go to dinner. You got a place you want to go to? Anywhere in particular?
How would you guys feel about some mole rat cooked over an open fire? And I show them the mole rat that I got earlier.
Oh shit. Yeah, I mean, if you're willing
That actually looks really good.
Yeah.
I don't
Looks
need to
fresh.
get here.
Because I think there's something you should all know, but I think it'd be best said away from, let's say, third-party ears.
Oh.
How about we camp outside town?
Sounds good.
so you guys exit the gatehouse and you take a bit of travel north, and you find a nice flat area to put up camp. A17 is extremely proficient in survival, so you don't even need a check, you just make a camp.
Okay.
Nice.
So, you're cooking over an open flame.
What's up? What did you want to say?
Well, based on what I could see from the conversation y'all are having, y'all seem to be quite conflicted. And from what the boss told me before we parted ways, he wants you to blow up Megaton, correct?
Yeah.
It's going to give you quite a large fortune to do so.
Yeah.
Now, you people seem like decent folk, so I'm going to assume that you're having a moral conundrum to whether blow up Megaton or try and find some way to swindle these fine folks in the tower.
Go on.
You would be correct.
Now, storming Tenpenny Towers would be quite suicide unless you have quite a substantial force. Not many forces of those exist as far as I know. But let's say you could get close to the people in charge in the tower. Cut the head off the snake, the rest of the snake dies, so to speak. And so I like reach into my bag and I pull out the communication device and I just kind of hold it out in front of me. This device right here could be your ticket in. Now, I have no love for Burke or his employers. Quite frankly, they're horrible people, not much different than the people that kept me in a cage for most of my childhood. So I would take great pleasure in seeing all of them ousted from their high tower. But they gave me this to keep tabs on you. Originally, the plan was I follow behind you guys once y'all left, make sure y'all do what you're supposed to. If you don't, that's fine. I was to take you out and let Mr. Burke know, and then do the job myself if I could. But I think we could use this to get inside the tower. What do you guys think?
How are we gonna get in the tower with it?
We could devise a story. Something happens to the bomb, maybe. You know, it's the wasteland. Things are rough out here. Things break all the time. If the trigger breaks, there's no way we can do the job. Burke's gonna have to meet with us again. And this isn't a device I think they'll be able to replace very easily. But if we can make them think that... I'm trying to think.
Is what you're saying that we tell them that the trigger's broken and that we need to have a council with them to fix it?
I think something along that line.
I want to be completely clear. No one in this party is in possession of the detonator.
But the bomb itself, right?
With a pulse thingy.
Yeah,
and
the
then
pulse
a little
charge.
thing that tells me good clearance away from
The detonator for the pulse charge is in Tenpenny's office.
So what? Okay, so I think what we have then is like Kyle said, the beep 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 thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if we? I like where you're going, but what if we break the beep 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 thing? Or took the battery out or something. You know what I mean?
I still think they would blow it up no matter what. Again, we're just hired men.
What if we just took the money and ran?
Then somebody else does this job.
They've definitely got the
I'm not
cash, they can
running.
Usually find someone else.
I like your plan, A17. And I don't know how the rest of us feel, but I personally think that what you're talking about is literally an answer to Adam's prayer. My prayer to Adam. We need a way to meet with the higher ups, and you're giving us, I think this is our ticket.
I have an idea. I rummaged through my notes. Hold on. We radio in that something's wrong with the bomb. It's been deactivated. The megaton bomb. And it was a person in a blue jumpsuit, which will intrigue Miss King, because at the bar in Megaton, I believe somebody was Miss King was looking for this blue lady in jumpsuit who we met.
Alberta.
Haha.
So, what if we radio in that this person in the blue jumpsuit deactivated the bomb in Megaton, and somehow we are on her trail or we know information about it, and that way we talk to Miss King, maybe get inside, and it all comes from you, A17.
I like where you're going.
And also, you already have met Alberta, and your ally Priscilla is with her.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, they're heading to...
Rivet City.
Where are they going? Yeah.
Follow up.
Yes.
We tell them that they deactivate the bomb. What if we tell them that we captured the woman in blue? we can use that as leverage to get a meeting with the queen. The queen?
The queen and the king are both in the hierarchy of Tenpenny Estates.
I feel that if we captured the person that's ruined their plans, might get us an audience.
Hell yeah.
What if we, in a sense, tell them that she's located in some certain place, and you try to call them for backup. But at the same time, backup is sent, we sneak into Tenpenny.
It could work.
Less guards.
Wait, say that again. Wait, say that again. Say that again.
We convinced them that this lady in Alberta in the blue suit is at this location, and that we need backup. But while they're sending backup, we sneak into Tenpenny.
While the force is cut in half.
Hmm.
Can I rummage through my pockets and see if I have a die on me?
Sure.
Stein, I'm all out of fucking ideas. I feel like I've been going over the same thing and coming to the same conclusion every single time. I found a die in my pocket. I don't know why it's there, but it's there. If I roll a positive number, we're gonna do that. How about that?
Your die has a negative?
Like a positive number, or I'm sorry, not a positive, an even or an odd. If it's an even number, I apologize. You don't have negative dice? You don't have a negative D20?
Oh god, I wish.
So I'm just gonna do that. Cube, we're not normally this
Fucking
dysfunctional.
about.
Good, it's an odd number. God damn it! Oh, it rolled off the table. We playing it off the floor.
So, what was your stipulation for the odd number?
I was so certain it was gonna roll even that I didn't. What do you call it? I kind of try to channel my Ghoulman confidence of, if I say it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, and it didn't happen. All right, well, fuck it. It was a miracle that I had a die on me, so we're going with your plan anyway. Doc.
Yes, I found in my notes here. Alberto, looking for someone, was being looked for by the Queen. So we have something of her information that this Queen, Miss Tenpenny, wants.
Sure. All right, let's fuck it up.
You guys are finally putting the pieces of my puzzle together. It only took 2 hours.
Well, I didn't see what do you call it going on.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
To be fair, I've kind of known what I wanted to do from the beginning.
I know, I'm just messing with you. So, in that case, let me get this completely clear. The plan is...
We know that Queen is looking for the Alberta, who's the lady in the jumpsuit. She's
Right.
in Megaton. We saw her last. We then
Right.
helped her out, and then Priscilla's with her now. So we kind of go to Megaton, go, oh, I'll deactivate the bomb, and we'll go, and A170 will radio in and go, hey, some lady in blue deactivated the bomb, and we're kind of on her trail now, and kind of give them that, hey, Miss Queen, we got the person, we're looking for the person that you've been looking for, you know, we got information.
Right.
And maybe we'll see what comes out of the outcome of that, but maybe we can convince them that she's at this location, we need backup, send some people. While the people are wandering there, we're already on our way to Tenpenny and sneaking in.
All right.
So, okay,
I got the plan.
now I completely understand it. Yeah.
Are
And you know what?
I do have a question. At any point throughout this plan, are you telling Alberta that you are fake betraying her? Or really betraying her?
We don't really have
We
any
can't
way to
tell her.
contact them.
That's
Yeah.
true.
They're in River City by now, I would assume. I mean, I have to go there, but this comes first.
All right.
Deactivating the bomb in Megaton.
Party.
The cool thing about that plan too is when we go to Megaton and we fake the whole, oh, the bomb was deactivated, we could technically low-key let the people of Megaton know, hey, this is what's going on, guys need to evacuate, or, you know, if we're still, I hope we're still okay with the idea, we're still down with the idea of eventually staging a revolution. Even if we get in the inside to speak with, with the Lady Tenpenny.
Cool.
Yeah,
In that
so
case,
the plan.
you guys finish camp, you rest the night, you wake up bright in the morning.
See you later, bye.
See you later, bye, and you head towards Megaton.
Alright.
So you guys arrive to the gates of Megaton. You are greeted by the ever-present Deputy Weld, and it's the same trash pit that you remember.
I love it.
Yeah, it took you like 3.5 days to get here.
3 days down.
What happened?
We had 3 days down.
Alright.
So, Doctor, you're planning on disarming this bomb, correct?
Correct.
If you guys wouldn't mind, I think I'd like to go talk to Lucas Sims, give him an idea of what's going to go on. That way he can, you know, prepare the people for what's coming.
And I would like to go with you, A17.
Ron, what do you do?
The good doctor's gonna go disarm the bomb? Like right now?
I would sure hope
I mean,
so.
I
I'll
guess.
go with him. I'll go with him. I'll go with a good doctor.
All right, so you go with the doctor, and he begins the process of removing the warhead from the warhead. I'm going to do a little thing with Lucas Sims and the rest of the folks. So you walk into Moriarty's, and there you see Lucas Sims enjoying his midday coffee.
I'd like to walk up to him and be like, Sims, it's good to see you again, sir. If you have a moment, I'd like to talk to you about something important.
What's your relationship with Lucas Sims?
It's kind of casual. Like, I've been to the town a couple times.
Like
he
you're
knows me.
a reoccurring guest star in his life.
Yeah.
Okay. If it isn't A17, have a seat. Let's catch up.
So, I know you got a lot going on your plate here, and you definitely don't want anything more, but I think you should know what the guys over at Tenpenny Towers are up to these days.
Go ahead. I didn't think we were on their radar.
Mr. Burke, have you met Mr. Burke before?
Would he be that guy that sulks around every once in a while? The one in the gray suit.
Yeah, the really nice, 17 out of 20 suit.
Oh no, his is a 19 out of 20. The 17 out of 20 was the ghoul fella.
There you go. That gentleman. His employers have set their sights on this town. More particularly, the bomb.
My word.
And they've employed my friend Gabriel here and his companions to set a detonator on the bomb and detonate it.
Well, I assume you don't plan on following through if you're telling me about it now.
Of course not. The good doctor of the company, he's actually in the center of town trying to defuse the bomb itself right now.
Whoa. He's poking around that bomb with all these people still here, still vulnerable.
I know. It's, That's why I'm letting you know. That way, if something goes down, you'll at least know.
If something goes down, we're all obliterated.
Well, at
Mr. Sims, we wouldn't let our doctor go to work unless we thought that he was capable. We just wanted to let you know not to let your people panic, and we're actually here to ask you of another favor. You see, we're going to defuse this bomb, but the threat towards Megaton coming from Tenpenny will still always be there. And I know that I haven't lived in this town long, but this town means a lot to me, and the people here, I kind of consider to be like my family. And I think it's in our...
Can you say
Sorry,
that last
I
bit
said-
again?
You cut out.
I think it's in the town's best interest if we fight back against Tenpenny.
Gabriel, you haven't lived here your entire life. You don't know these people like I do, and these people are survivors. They're not fighters. I don't think that we'll be able to take on a rich tower full of assholes. We're just here trying to be left alone.
If it came down to it, Mr. Sims, if your people were in danger, would they be at least willing to defend themselves?
Know a handful of good hardy men. Probably be able to handle it. A couple good women too.
Because Tenpenny's not going anywhere.
Hmm.
If we defuse this bomb, they're gonna come up with something different. Maybe they'll find a way to reactivate it, or maybe they'll just send every guard that they have down here and just shoot up the place. So if things go south, y'all need to be ready to defend yourself, to fight.
Oh lordy. Well, not gonna lie, you've ruined my afternoon coffee.
And I apologize for that, sir.
But I suppose it's best to be in the know rather than not. I'm gonna go talk to some folks. You keep your nose clean. And
Will
he
do.
gets up and he walks out.
Well, I think that was good as I expected.
At least we know that if we need to, we can at least count on some of the people here. You think we should go check in on Steinman and them?
Yeah, I guess we should.
Well,
Hey Doc,
Yeah.
I'm gonna need an explosives check.
Oh shit. Okay. I look at Ron. I go, "It's been an honor, sir. I have a 0 in explosives."
Oh, that's better than a negative.
Yeah.
This could... Oh, man.
Here we
CPK.
go.
CPK. Thank
Okay.
Christ. It's not awful.
Not bad.
So you crack open one of the control panels, and it does not explode. You do see that there is an area that someone had tried to tamper with before, but it seemed unsuccessful. You are faced with a choice. Do you install the pulse charge, or do you open up another panel? It will spur another explosives check.
I open up another panel.
I'll be having that check, please.
TPK. TPK.
So you open up another panel and you see that there is some electronics inside that are currently
Oh, I'm an absolute idiot.
lit up and they are active. These electronics are connected to the warhead itself.
Can I do something real quick?
Sure.
Doc,
Yes.
In the past 200 years of me walking the wastes, Just want to let you know you're the closest thing I've had to a friend in a very long time. I appreciate you, and I thank you for everything we've been through.
Can I hit him with an inspiration?
Oh, you totally can.
Cool. You get a plus 1d6.
So you can either try to take apart the electronics, or remove the warhead, or rig up the pulse charge.
All right. So if I mess up with electronics, what would that do?
Explode the bomb.
Okay. So
What if he messes up trying to remove the warhead?
That would
Explode the bomb?
explode the bomb.
Okay,
And
what
if
if
I put
he...
the charge on? It's gonna explode the bomb.
Well, that'll explode the bomb when someone hits the detonator.
So, Kyle, you have a d6 of inspiration.
Can I make an intelligence check and figure out the least? I'm going to do the I option and not putting the thing in.
So wait, what are you trying to discern which option to take?
Yes, what would be my best option in disarming this bomb?
All right, yeah, I would like for you to do an intelligence saving throw because I feel like you're under a little bit of pressure.
Can I ask a question? It might be meta, and if it is, just tell me.
Okay,
What if we quick save?
meta.
What if we just quick save, and if something fucks up, we can come back?
We did that once in season 1.
Did we really?
Yeah.
Kyle.
No, we fast traveled in season 1.
We just fast traveled now.
No, we didn't. You guys walked here.
All right, whatever.
That was a 11 plus 1. You're on thin fucking ice, Kyle. So you'd tell me what your science skill is and tell me what your explosive skill is.
My science skill is a 7 and my explosive is a 0.
You would be able to use science to work with the electrical components. However, that does not remove the warhead, and it still leaves a threat. If you remove the warhead, the threat becomes neutralized entirely. But, so basically what I'm saying is you're really good at the Band-Aid solution, and you're kind of bad at the permanent solution.
I'm gonna go for it.
What are you going to go for?
I'm gonna remove the warhead. Ride or die.
This is like Doctor Strangelove. TPK.
All right, so I have.
Hold on, before you roll anything, I just want to say, Cube, you were the first person off the Patreon to play with us.
And last.
And the last. So, potentially, the show's over.
All right, I have a plus
Got
6
that.
after this. So I'll roll it depending.
You got
on the
you got a plus D6.
D6. That's what I meant. Okay, I'm gonna add D6.
Oh, please, for the love of Christ.
I got a 5. So 9 plus 5.
You go in with your with your surgery tools, and
surgery tools.
it's probably the best you have. And you go in and you start to remove some screws, being sure to not remove a ground screw for the electronics. Eventually, you separate the electronics from the warhead and carefully take the warhead out, and you hold it in your hands and you look at it. And you now are holding a nuclear warhead.
I don't look. I have my eyes closed, and I'm just starting to look at Ron with my eyes closed.
I want you to keep in mind, if someone hits you with a slingshot and a rock, you could explode.
How
then
big
open
is
my
this?
eyes after a minute of not exploding?
How big is this thing that he's holding?
I kind of picture it to be like an oversized football.
Doctor, look at me.
Are we in robot heaven?
We're not. We're not. I don't think they allow my type. Well, or your type. Technically in my heaven. I don't know. You're a Gentile. Whatever. What we're gonna do
Yep.
is
My eyes are open now. I'm looking.
I'm gonna take the pulse charge out of here. We're gonna put it inside the bomb, and we're gonna put the warhead inside of the case.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Hear me
let's
out.
do that.
Hear me
Yeah,
out.
I see.
Because the thing that says that the bomb is far enough is gonna be with the bomb, or the shell. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So they're not gonna know that it's planted or not. I don't give a fuck what happens to them. We now own a fucking nuclear warhead.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I'm fucking Gucci either way. I don't give a fuck.
Have we returned?
Sorry?
I have a question. Have we returned from the bar yet?
As you leave the bar, you see that the doctor is placing the warhead in the Pelican case that the charge had previously been in, and you see Ron, like, elbow deep putting in this charge into the shell of the nuclear bomb.
So I just want to walk up to Dr. Steinman, kind of point to the case, and is like, "Is that what I think it is?"
Yes.
Okay. That's it. That's all I needed. I'm just gonna take like 5 steps back.
So we now pretty much are in possession of something that destroyed the old world. What do we do, guys?
Gabriel, as you are walking about this area, you feel kind of like a change in you feel a change, like the hairs on the back of your neck kind of like stick up, and something just kind of feels a little bit off. It's not necessarily in a bad way, it's just feels a little bit different.
Can I just like look around me and like just see if anything looks off or feels off?
Sure. So do you want to do like a short just like lap around the place?
No, I meant like, I guess what I mean, like, literally I was gonna do like an awareness check of just like looking around and like,
Sure.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll take that. The air feels a little bit less tinny, and as you kind of squish around the puddle near the shell of the bomb, it doesn't feel quite like you're walking through Mountain Dew anymore. What I'm saying is you feel the drop in background radiation.
I was just about to say, okay, so that's what's going on. I figured it was something like that.
Your training and devotion to Adam, you spent many of hours contemplating the bomb being around it, so you kind of understand how it felt, and it just that feeling has waned.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It leaves me just like feeling kind of like sad and melancholy,
Mm-hmm.
but that's about it.
Yeah, I just wanted to point that out.
No, thank you. Yeah, that is, yep. Kind of sucks.
An idea just hit me.
Yes.
If we were to take the pulse charge and put it on that warhead and activate it, would that blow up the warhead? Or does it have to be attached to the bomb?
The doc could rig something up.
What if we use this to threaten Tenpenny Tower? Oh wait, better yet. What if we tell them we planted the charge on the bomb, get the money, and then when they detonate it, we leave the warhead inside the tower. Tenpenny Tower's gone, we get the money y'all were promised, and Megaton lives.
Not to be meta or anything, but can a dead man actually come through and pay you?
Well, what I'm saying is we get the money first. I'm assuming they would pay us and then blow it up. At least that's what I'm hoping.
I thought I'm not disagreeing with you, but the way I interpreted the plan was that we were going to go back and say that we planted the pulse charge, and then be like, well, I don't know why it's not going off. We planted it, and then we have the actual bomb, and then we're like, oh hey, so we're gonna blow the place up if you don't let me speak to the lady in charge.
That could work as well.
That's what I took. If not, then let me know.
No, that makes
I
sense.
feel
I do like
I feel
that idea now.
I feel really dumb. I thought Dr. Steinman said that what we were gonna do is we were gonna radio to the tower, tell them that somebody deactivated the bomb.
And someone has deactivated the bomb.
And then and that's how we were gonna get counsel with them to be like, hey, we're chasing this girl, and like we can't arm the bomb. And then maybe A17, maybe when we have that counsel with her, we could say like, hey, we noticed while we've been doing this job, like, there's some fishy shit going on around here, and like we want answers, we want to know this, we want to know that. And as soon as she says something that pisses us off or that we don't like, we
Eat her.
drop the bomb that we have a bomb.
Better idea. Better idea here.
Okay.
Are you guys retroactively discussing the plan that we've already come up with?
I
Well,
misunderstood.
it's changed.
I
It's
went
changed
off
though.
of it. Going off of it.
I went to public school.
There's a new factor involved. We didn't know we could have this bomb
We
like
have a bomb
to
now.
transport.
That's the problem. What if we
Uh,
call you call in and say, hey, we planted the thing, we're on our way back, right? We get there, it's not working, whatever, and we're like, oh, I wonder if that lady in that blue jumpsuit did something to us. She was around or something. Like we plant that seed in there, and maybe that will spark something of like maybe virtual no or something like that. And maybe then we'll get an audience, and then we'll go, hey, we have a bomb.
So you want me to radio ahead to the tower, tell them that we planted it, and then we're heading back to Tenpenny Tower?
What do you guys think?
I think actually we are in agreement that that is at least the next step, right?
I think telling them that we did plant the bomb.
Well, we also have to get everybody out of here, or we don't, do we?
No.
Because
No, they should be safe now.
that's the thing. Yeah, never mind.
And we've let Sims know what's going on, so him and his
Can
friends
I-
should be on.
Can I
Go
make
ahead.
an intelligence check to see if by putting this device in the empty canister of the bomb, it's just gonna not do nothing?
Yeah, that's gonna be a science check.
I just want to make sure that. $16.
Yeah, the only thing that activating the charge would do now is cycle the power, and it is not going to do anything.
Okay. We should just be safe, guys, by having this thing in the bomb. Not in the casing, I should say. It shouldn't really harm anything. So I think the town is safe.
Congratulations, you've tampered with a town landmark.
We also have a nuke.
Oh, fuck. Why did I do this?
This is the vertibird all over again.
You know what you did, Chris.
Yeah, man.
Chris does know what he did!
Hit him with it, and Kyle hit him with it of all people.
Kyle, you hit him with it.
That was really cold.
Oh, that was top tier knowing what you did.
Kyle, I love you.
Kyle, next time I see you, I'm gonna give you a big fucking wet kiss on the forehead.
Kind of as a sidebar thing, do you think the Brotherhood would trade a vertibird for a nuke?
The Brotherhood would trade.
Hey, Cube. Hey, Cube. Why don't you shut your fucking mouth?
In our
I'm just-
old game, we got the beta test game. We got stopped at Paradise Falls, and I got thrown. I was playing Ron then. I got thrown in like the slave pit, but I didn't have a collar on me, and I found a box of sugar bombs, and I strapped it to my chest and told them it was a nuke, and I got a 20. I strapped it to my chest, told them it was a nuke, and I was gonna blow the whole fucking place sky high if they didn't let me out. And I like grabbed everybody and walked out with a cereal box strapped to my chest and a gun in my hand.
That sounds like a Ron story.
That's kind of like, okay, so guys, can we jump back in quick?
Yeah, let's
Go
go.
ahead.
Let's go.
So guys, here's my only problem. If we go back with this case, they're gonna be like, all right, well, give me the case back, and I'm gonna be like, well, we got rid. Like, no, I want it. There's a bomb in here now. I want this. So what if we find like, you know, those family-size cereal boxes of sugar bombs? Like, you know what, the big ones I'm talking about? Or
Yeah.
I've seen them at the Super Duper Mart.
Sure. You know what's okay? Hold on. Sorry to go out of game real quick, but you said Super Duper Mart. My first thought was, oh, there's one not far from Megaton, and then my second thought was, you don't know that, idiot. And then my third thought was, but wait, a Deathclaw sometimes spawns there. And then my fourth thought was, shut the fuck up. You don't know that. So,
Also, you guys have been to that Super Duper Mart. That's where Priscilla went with Alberta. That's where you guys parted ways.
oh really?
Yep, episode 2.
Do not remember. I remember the only time I remember being in the Super Duper Mart is one of the first times I played with
We saw
you.
ghouls. We saw a set of ghouls down there. We kind of like stayed away.
Because you saved Alberta's life.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, it doesn't even need to be one of those big cereal boxes. Just maybe even if I got like a little satchel to put it in.
We do have quite a bit of time left.
Yeah. I think I should. I'm not shopping again. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. But can I just go to Moira real quick and get like a satchel from her, something that complements my outfit, maybe that matches my shoes. I have black shoes on, black dress shoes.
You get a black leather mail bag, and it was 24 caps.
Absolutely, sure, great, fine, fucking thank you. I hate shopping.
No more atomic table shop.
Oh, cute. 24?
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna give you 25 just because I like the way her mustache glistens in the wind.
Oh, me too.
If there's any character in the Fallout universe that's asexual, it's fucking Moira Brown. But don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. She fucks.
Oh, yeah. She fucks.
Moira Brown is an IQ too high to care about sex.
Foolish mortals.
Before we do anything else, can I pee?
Absolutely not.
Cool. I'm just gonna piss
Gotta
my
roll
pants.
for it.
Yeah, go.
All right, hold on. What do I have to roll?
I'm not telling you the DC.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm here.
Yeah, sorry, I don't fuck with 12, so you have to piss your pants.
Cool. I think I just got out of the shower. I'll give myself another one.
I want to leave that in.
Go ahead.
So the plan is we're gonna radio ahead, tell them that we planted the.
Oh my god,
right?
Cube. We're not discussing the plan anymore.
No, I'm just saying so we can move forward.
I know,
We're gonna-
I know. I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, you can radio ahead whenever you see fit.
I mean, because we could always spend the last 2 weeks, discussing the plan. We've got 2 weeks of free time on our hands.
We have 11 days where we can just go to
And the first-
I miss all of that. Discord just took a dump on me.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, all right. It's all right, Kyle. Don't worry. We just agreed that since we have 11 days left, we're gonna go to Moriarty's and do chems and screw hookers.
Okay.
What's the hooker's name in Moriarty's?
Nova.
Is it Nova?
Yep. Did you go to the bathroom yet?
No, I rolled an 11 plus 1. I'm not going.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's how the game is played. I play by the rules.
No, go take a piss.
No, it's fine. I can wait. I don't want no fucking special treatment.
Aren't we almost done anyways?
Yeah, we're almost done anyways.
Yeah, we got 1
okay.
day to plan what we want to do.
So you got your bag.
I have a nuke in my bag.
You have a nuke in your bag. Do you take it out of the Pelican case?
Yeah. I want to wrap it in like if I can find like maybe some old T-shirts or something and just kind of wrap it up a couple times.
Right. Yeah.
So it's not just bag with nuke contact.
I do want to be really, really clear.
Sure.
If you are rubbed the wrong way, that thing go boom.
Yeah, I know. I'm Ron fucking Goulman. When the fuck has death ever bothered me?
I mean, you survived one bomb. You might.
If
be
I
able to
die, it's
survive
Adam's
another.
will. So
Cube is very, very right.
Q is woke. Yeah, so Cube, dial it in, homie.
All right. So I kind of step away from the crowd, kind of on the outskirts of the city, pull the communique, and ring up Burke.
So you call in, and Burke picks up, and it says, "Tell me some good news, Ace."
Good news, Mr. Burke. They have successfully planted the pulse charge on the bomb and are preparing to head back to Tenpenny Tower, as far as I can tell.
All right, wonderful. Yeah, get within a safe distance. Recommend that those folks spend the night and celebrate their accomplishment, wouldn't you?
I think I can convince them of that, Mr. Burke.
All right, over and out.
See you soon. And then I hang up the phone.
Did we hear this?
That's up to you, Cube.
Well, I come back from the call and I basically inform them what he told us.
They're gonna try to blow it up.
With you all in town as well, so it looks like they had no intention of fulfilling their side of the deal.
Fucking knew it.
Changes everything.
But that means we have a couple hours tops before they try and flip the switch on this thing. So I suggest we get our cover story ready and we get it ready fast.
We could go with that maybe that Alberta disarmed it and we didn't know.
That could
Maybe
work.
Play the fool.
wait, wouldn't that be perfect? Yeah, we head back, and like the bomb won't go off. They'll be like, "Why the fuck are you here?" And we'll be like, "Well, because we don't know. We thought like it was disarmed, and then yeah."
Well, more than likely, when the bomb doesn't go off, he's going to call me asking for an update. I could tell him then that Alberta is the one.
He watched us planted and everything.
Yeah. I could tell them that there's a rumor going around that the Lady in Blue Alberta disarmed it. And more than likely, he's going to send me after her. We can go get Alberta, or we can go to Tenpenny. Whichever's up to you guys.
I am the recipient of a nuclear device. I don't care. I've won. Checkmate. Whatever the fuck happens in Chinese checkers, I've won. I don't care.
I think time will tell. I think we just gotta wait.
I think we should wait. I think we should let them blow it up when it doesn't happen. Say like, hey, the blue lady was here. Blue didn't blow it up, or Blue fucking must have messed with it or something, and then got the fuck out of Dodge.
Or
And
we could
from
play
there-
that somebody, the blue lady Alberta, was messing with it, and we started to chase her out of town. And like we're on her trail, maybe. Tell him if he calls.
That could work.
That works.
You guys
What if
want
we
to grab
just
something to eat? What's that?
We just ghost them.
I feel like if he calls and we don't answer, he.
You cut out. What happened?
Oh no, I was saying that if he calls and A17 doesn't answer, he's just gonna go, oh well, he blew up too.
But there's going to be no explosion.
No, they're not gonna see the explosion.
This is
Oh
a
my
nuke.
god,
You
we're
could probably
ghosts
see.
then. Sorry, we are ghosts then. He thinks we're dead. That's
No,
What do you mean?
And then, okay, how about that? Yeah, how about we just literally ghost him so he thinks that we're ghosts, and then we just go back to Tenpenny, and I'm like, hello, yes, I was swindled, I planted the bomb, I want my fucking money, and I'm here, and if I don't see it, there's gonna be a problem. And when he's like, problem, I'm just like, hey, asshole, bomb.
Yeah, we literally can just go back and go, what do you mean? You know?
We always
I
get
feel like we're
spinach
actually
feta.
all talking about the
Always.
same plan. Like, we
Alright,
all have the
let's
same
continue,
idea.
Let's continue.
We should just end the episode here of us fighting, and it fades out.
No, I think. Wait, so the general idea of literally what everybody is saying, we're all going to rest the night. We're all gonna like begin to go back to Tenpenny. Then we're gonna get a call from Burke. I personally think we should answer and say, "Hey, we don't know why the thing didn't blow up."
Hey. Why don't you do things as they happen so that we can stop putting me in purgatory?
That's what I'm saying.
I go to sleep.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm going to bed.
Yeah, we're going to bed.
Okay,
Yeah, go to
you
bed.
guys go to bed. You wake up in the morning, don't set an alarm, and you go and you get breakfast. And A17, you get a little ring around the rosy.
I'm gonna take this.
I just picture him and Moriarty's like, I gotta take this.
So you step outside, and are you going to answer?
Yes, I'm gonna answer.
Hey, Ace, care to explain to me what is going on?
I was hoping you'd give me an explanation. I've been waiting around all night for an explosion that never came.
What are you talking about?
Well, you said give me a couple hours to get out of town, make sure the crew stays in town, and then y'all would detonate the bomb.
Yeah,
Sunrise
and
here.
we tried
No
to
bomb.
detonate the bomb from here, and it didn't work because you're a double-crossing, backstabbing asshole.
Now, before you go and point fingers, have you tried turning the trigger on and off again?
I'd like for you to roll a charisma saving throw.
Okay, what are you doing with
Is
charisma?
he in the room?
No, he's outside.
Fuck.
He's like out on the front porch.
Just wave to him.
It's like as obnoxious as every time I go outside and I get a phone call. I go like 2 blocks away. Who was that? Oh, just my dentist. Oh, you had to leave the house for it? I don't know, man. It's just built into me like that.
Alright, you said a charisma check?
A charisma saving throw.
I have no clue what any of the sheets look like that he's playing off of.
And for saving throw, what does that change?
Just look in the saving throw area and just use that modifier.
I gotta find it real quick. I'm blind.
It's above all your skills.
All my skills. Ah, here it is.
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's a -2.
Yeah, it's a -2. Oof.
You hit a natural 1. You think this is funny, don't you? You really think this is funny?
I'm laughing. Sorry. That was the first place my mind went.
And he, you can tell that over the phone he is quite upset.
Mr. Burke, do you hear me laughing at all? Why would I betray you? You've been the best source of caps I have ever seen in the wasteland. What benefit would I have betraying you?
I don't know, but that scab is still on the map, and I need an explanation so that I don't get my dick cut off by Miss King.
I'll tell you what. Give me a couple hours to get back into town. I'll do some asking around, see what's going on. But I can guarantee you, I saw them plant that false charge. As far as I could tell, the good doctor had the good common sense enough to be able to plant the pulse.
Figure it out, and then he hangs up the phone.
So I after he hangs up, I go back into the bar, let everyone know the seat is set.
Alrighty.
Now, do we want to go find Alberta, or are we going to Tenpenny Tower?
I don't know. What's the plan?
I am leaving. I'm leaving. This
Do we
episode
know
is
what's the
over.
plan?
We
Leave?
have two
Maybe.
plans. We either go and just go back to Tenpenny, or we go and tell them that Alberta took it. Can we get a raise of hands on what plan we wanted to do?
This is an audio medium, Kyle.
My only fear is that people are gonna listen to this and go, "Shut the fuck up."
That's what I'm doing.
I know. Like I like from like the entertainment of like, hey, hi, one half of Atomic Radio Hour here. Part of me is like, oh god, we've just argued a lot, and then like the other side is like, haha, D&D, this is what happens. But like, you know what I mean?
Don't worry, I'm hoping that my editing is going to be superb.
I say we go to Tenpenny. We go to Tenpenny. We say the Alberta girl took it or whatever. We don't know where she is, and that we also want an explanation as to why they tried to blow up the bomb with us there.
And I want my fucking money.
Well, I think
Yes.
917 has to report back in with that information.
Yeah.
All right.
And we'll
So-
go there and we'll request an audience. And when they say no, I'll say I'll blow the whole place up because I have a bomb on me. They're not gonna say no.
All right. So let me call Burke back. Let him know that the lady in blue, Miss Alberta, has defused the bomb.
Let's wait. Let's wait.
And I mean, he's
Take 2
expecting
days.
he's expecting a call within a couple hours.
Oh, okay.
So I think we might as well go ahead and rip this Band-Aid off.
All right.
So you wait a couple hours, and you call back. Tell me some good news, or there's going to be a bullet with your name written on it.
Well, I wouldn't say it's good news, but I can at least tell you why your bomb didn't work.
I implore you, spill it.
Some lady in blue wearing some Volt suit going by the name Alberta apparently came into town a couple days ago. She tinkered with the bomb, and Lucas Sims says that he thinks she disarmed it.
This is an interesting development. I've got to go. Come back to Tenpenny.
Come back to Tenpenny?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You can kill the idiots on the way back. We don't need them mucking this up anymore.
Will do, sir.
And he hangs up.
All right, and I step back inside once more. All right, guys. So, Mr. Burke wants me to head back to Tenpenny Tower. As far as he's concerned, you're all going to be sitting in a shallow grave here soon.
Okay.
But he's expecting me back at Tenpenny Tower.
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
Here's what happened. We left. A-17 tried to kill us, but we took him capture.
Hey,
So
hey,
then we go.
Chris, I don't mean to step on your fun, but Cube is not going to be here next week because this is a rotating thing. So this is me giving him an out.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yes.
My bad. Okay, redact everything I just said. I'll just sit there and listen for ideas.
If we go back, we probably get shot.
I think it'd be best if you guys go find Miss Alberta. They know
Yes.
that they think she's the one that defused the bomb, so more than likely she's going to be their next target. They're going to think you're dead, so they're not going to be looking for you. I can go back to Tenpenny Tower, get more information, see what's shaking up there. Y'all find Miss Alberta, keep her safe.
That sounds like a plan.
I like it, A-17.
Rivet City. Where'd you get Rivet City from?
That's where she was headed.
Was she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I also go there.
Good, we can go to church.
Whew.
All right, guys. So that's the plan.
That's the plan.
And
Can I do
so, all right, you do it. You do it. Fuck it.
And so, as the party shake their hands with A117, separating their ways, maybe to see each other again, maybe not. The party makes their way to Rivet City with a bomb in hand.
Tune in next time to Atomic Tabletop to see if the plan will actually be put into motion. Thanks, everyone. So if you, did you have anything to say, Chris?
I just have a question.
Yes.
What's the plan?
So if you want to get our intro music, that is not Feather Duster, but it is a different song by Shane Ivers, please go to his website at silvermansounds.com/free music. If you want to be a part of this show and make it even better, you can check out our Patreon. That is the Atomic Radio Hour Patreon. Cube, you're from the Patreon.
Thanks, Cube.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for
Shouts
giving us
out to
money.
you.
For not killing us.
Not yet, at least.
Other people I have to thank are Noah.
Thank you, Noah.
We have Gage.
Thanks, Gage.
We have Mason.
Thank you, Mason.
And Jordan with a Y, who may be featured on a tabletop soon.
Thank you, Jordan with a Y.
Do you have anything else, Vince, that you'd like to say before we wrap it up?
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I don't really have anything else to say. I think we did everything we needed to do. It feels like we're playing D&D back in the day again.
Because it all went according to plan.
Absolutely.
And we did it. It surely did.
Say goodnight, Kyle.
Good night, Kyle.
See you guys.
This joke, it still makes me laugh.
Atomic Radio Hour Podcast.